Hi guys, to everyone. Today it's really my big pleasure to have with us, we can say, an amazing musician, Anatoly from NYTT LAND. First of all, how are you, Anatoly?
Oh, hello, we are well. It's spring out of my window, and it's good
That's
weather here. Yes, in Siberia, but it's these days. It's I cannot say it's always good because my brother right now in Ukraine,
yeah,
on the so,
pushing on.
cause my family is from Ukraine. My family, we are Ukrainians, and right now part of my family in Ukraine, and our heart with them. And
Wish
but
them all the best.
yes, okay,
Wish
thank
them all
you.
the best, and hoping that everything is go well. That's we think that I was going to
Yes,
be.
yes, we talked with him a few days ago, and they
Yeah,
are well.
that's good
They
to know.
they are strong people.
Yeah, it seems so. They are strong country. Even one
Yes,
is
yes,
like the example to any country in the world right now.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So
and
I think all will
yeah,
be good.
yes. Of course, I want to start with one of the most common questions, which is introducing like Nitland, how the project, the band started itself, and of course, who is in the band as well.
Mhm. So in the fight 30 years ago,
Okay.
Natasha, my wife, and me, we created our first band. It was a folk rock band, our first together band. Because before it, I played in several in the in the black metal and different core metal bands. But 30 years ago, Natasha and me, we created a folk rock band, Ilande. It was something close to Irish and something between Irish and medieval folk music,
Okay.
but in a rock sound with guitars, flutes, bagpipes. But
Yeah.
this was originally the uh, not popular songs. We wrote our own songs, the author
Yeah.
materials. Then that is, we ourselves wrote all the songs. By the way, we even recorded 3 albums with Ilanda, and you can find them on the web stores, and especially the second album. It's our dedication to our Ukrainian roots. Is second album of Ilanda. It's on the Ukrainian languages.
Beautiful.
It's one of our favorite, especially
It's
on these days.
yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, and it's very beautiful music. It's very melodic, and I think you will find it interesting, and you will find the progress from the simple folk rock to the Nordic folk music. You can find uh, in these 3 albums from the first to third, because
Yeah.
after third album. Uh, in 2030, our son was born, and for some time we had to reduce our musical activity. But in
Okay.
fact, by that time, we were already close to the fact that our music had changed,
Yeah.
very changed. And it was time when we understand that land, it's already not
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
bands
Sure.
starting, and uh, and this was
Oh.
the time the Neatland. We just took a new name, and it's
Yeah.
all.
And then
Yes.
so it basically is like was a continuing journey then. And of course, one thing that I found interesting is that both of you use the alias of Shaman and Baba Yaga. So
Yeah.
yes, what can you tell us about this name and why you choose this name?
So all simple. Natasha's alias is associated with one of the cave woman character in Slavic mythology, Baba
Okay.
Yaga. Yes, this is wise women who live between the borders, who live on the borders between the world of life and the world of the dead. She's
Yeah,
like the mm, um, the woman who provide the people
okay,
from the
yeah.
world
A journey,
to
like they bring to the journey to the world to another.
yes,
Yes.
yes, help to journey
Hmm.
between the world of living to the world of dead, and the image Baba Yaga is associated with the worship of an ancient totem which belonged to the patrons of tribe and was revered along with the cult of
Yeah,
nature. And for Natasha, it's especially because uh, she have another one musical project, Kiberspask. Yes, and in this
yeah.
project, she realized
It's
her image of
beautiful.
Baba Yaga in the full. So
It's beautiful.
you can find it. It's very interesting. It's Slavic mythology music mixed with industrial metal music.
It's
It's
beautiful. It's
yes,
beautiful. It's
yes, it's
something
yes,
progressive itself.
yes,
Yes.
yes. It's named Kiberspask, and
Kiberspaß.
it's very interesting. It's a lot of
Yeah,
mystical, some elements of witchcraft, and
it's
very
beautiful.
interesting because for especially for us, for people who live in the nature, who live in the
Yeah,
Siberian province, it's very
indeed.
close for us, and we realize our ideas in
Yeah,
different
wait,
creativity.
yeah, yes. And
So, and
regarding
for me, for shaman,
shaman,
it's I think it's speak for itself because we live in
yeah,
Siberia.
this,
And shamanism, it's part of Siberian culture, and for me,
yeah,
it's very close because
yes,
every
sham
day I spend my time with the nature. So I
this
think
is beautiful. And I can feel that the shamanic part, I can feel it through your music. It's really, you feel it. You feel it. Usually folk like is associated with with the Scandinavian country and the Western world, like for example Native America. So what about this folklore from Siberia, such as beautiful and I think one of the most beautiful country in the world?
so. The first about if we talk about Native
Yeah,
Americans, Native American tribes, they came to American territory from the Siberia on the Ice Age.
yeah,
So yes,
I didn't
and
know.
they bring this culture from
Yeah,
Siberia to America.
wow,
Yes.
that's interesting. Thank you.
Yes.
I will write it for my thesis. It's a
I
good
think
note.
you can find this information in the. For me, I'm not only musician. Me and Natasha, we are also historians, and we are working with
I
the ancient.
studied, yeah, I studied
Yes,
history too. Yes, that's
ancient
beautiful.
history. So in the Ice Age, the people
Yeah,
in the searching the best land for hunting for living,
yeah,
they moved from the cold and the ice in the Siberian
yeah.
territory by the
Over the sea.
bridge. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
between with when Alaska. Yeah,
Okay.
very close the Siberian tradition. The traditional culture of the native Siberian tribes is very close to the
Yeah,
traditional culture of Native Americans. Yes, and
yeah,
the music, the ornaments of the clothes, and the people,
yeah.
the haircuts, and very very similar. So you can find it if you discover the native Siberian tribes, not Siberian, not modern Siberian culture, because the people Because Siberia, it's history of Siberia. It's very similar to history of America. Because
Yeah,
the people living in Siberia, it's people of different from the different countries, from the different cultures. People from the. It's not so many Russian people in Siberia. You will find more the Ukrainians, Belarusians, from the Germany people, from the Finland, the lot of
it's
people from the
of lots
different
of
parts of the world.
cultures. So
Yes,
with
living.
a lot of different folklore itself.
Yes. So they people bring their music with them here to
Wow,
Siberia. Yes, and it's
that's
very
great.
interesting. It's a lot of different parts. But for us,
Yeah,
of course, interest in our own roots. It's Ukrainian roots, and of course the culture, the land where we live in. We live in
yeah,
Siberia. It's very interesting. So.
yeah,
The tribes living here in Siberia, the native tribes of Siberia, they
yeah,
keep for this time. These tribes keep their beliefs. They not Christians. They not Islamic.
yes, yeah,
They
yeah, yeah, yeah,
pagan traditions, and
yeah,
they the rituals and ceremonies and the
yes,
songs and music from very ancient time. You know, the people living in the small yurts. They
yeah, 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 yes.
keep their tradition from the thousand years. It's fantastic, and for us, it's very interesting to discover to work with this, and
Yeah, so that we can say that this influenced as well the works of Nitlan, like the music itself, because to me the music reminds the song, the melodies, like a sort of ritual itself.
yes, yes, of course, because any music for us and especially I don't know how for people live, we never living in big cities. We always
Yeah,
live
live
in small
small
in
village.
village in
Yeah,
Siberia and and for me, especially for my wife Natasha, any
okay.
music is ritual. Yes, science
Yeah, I
music.
agree.
Yes, science music itself, its birth is closely connected with the first ritual. The first people make the first
Yeah,
rhythm in which they were created their rituals.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, as
and
well.
just we completely immersed in it. Rhythm appears and it leads with the melodies, and together it's born a song.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
our
Yeah,
music the same. With just starting to work, we just start to play in rhythm, start
yeah,
playing on the drum, and
yeah,
next from this use not home,
yes.
not
Not
sitting home. It's a best best way to do it in the nature, in the forest or on
That's
the
amazing. You're just,
river bank.
yeah,
Yes, we
everything I
just
like, I had in my mind about Midland is true, basically. So everything I felt spiritually, it's basically you're just confirming that. So thank you. That's amazing. That's amazing.
so yes, you bring your and start to play rhythm and
Yeah,
start, and
exactly.
from this rhythm the melody from next sounds, sometimes the nature is help you with
Yeah,
you play in rhythm
exactly.
and you can hear the bird singing on the tree,
Yeah,
something interesting, and you can take it like the
yeah,
part of you. And
yeah, I agree completely. Yeah. It's like when you practice as well, for example, some exercise outside in the nature, like meditation. No, it's not only just meditation like yoga. There are different type of
yes,
meditation.
yes,
You can
yes.
just even move your body, feeling, following the sound of the nature. So
Yes, yes,
yes,
it's
yes,
true. Yes, it's the same our practice.
exactly, yes. And I want to speak now about, of course, a little bit about the album you released, because since I want to focus more on the last, because it's for me for special for me one of the most important that has a huge impact on me. But of course, from here the pronunciation Havamal Havamal
Yes,
till
yes,
Kult
Havama.
Havamal till Kult.
Hmm.
So until ritual, what do you think is, I mean, changed, like the composition and as well the atmosphere through these all your works?
We never think about it especially because we just make music the way we feel, and
Yeah,
yes, our music is part of our life, and it's reflect our way of life, our personal experience. It's our
yes,
music. So
yes, as well.
of course, it's changed, but at the same time retaining the uniqueness of our personal experience.
Yes, of course. And
Yes,
speaking, yeah,
if
yeah,
you take all our albums, it's you just can find. We are always constantly in search of new sound, because yes, we are working in our home studio, and we are constantly searching the different interesting sound uh, to provide our
yeah,
music.
yes,
So,
sure.
and it's all. But music, yes, it's our experience. I don't know
Yes,
what
it's your
next.
expression in the music, of course. And just
Yes.
about Ritual itself, speaking about Ritual, the last album, I want to say, but because it's really an incredible tool of healing for me, for example. What ab- I mean, what is the main topic that is speaking about in Ritual? Like, what about the song? What instruments are involved in a Ritual?
So I don't I don't know, because for us ritual is it's a big holistic work, and which
Yeah.
has become in many ways the key for us. Yes, it's in working on the ritual. Natasha took over the entire creative process, and I didn't ever interfere with it. it I focused on the technical side.
Okay.
Yeah, so the implementation allowing Natasha to fully embody her ideas in this album.
That's amazing.
Maybe just some ideas with my instruments. I'm playing on
Okay.
tagil harpa.
Take it.
It's only my ideas on tagil harpa in
Take it
this
last
album.
part.
All
Yes.
other ideas is
I
I
suppose that. Yeah.
because
That's,
it's I totally respect to Natasha,
of
to her creativity.
it's a
Yes, because
yeah. It's
she can just sit in and make something. For me, it's every time something unreal. Because
it's
me, it's
I
a first who I am the first man who hear her new creations,
it's
and
a she's
and
like
believe me,
she's like
every time it's something unreal.
she has an ethereal soul basically for doing all of this. But
Yeah.
of course like you say, every album is different of Nitland. But I want to bring awareness to the people outside in this regarding the spirituality as well, and regarding as well how they can connect to your band. So w- would you which album you would suggest to the people that never listen at Midland, which is an opinion for me, but which would like to say, for example, to people that are discovering Midland right now?
Mhm. For me, I think it's for people never heard Lindland. I think yes, Ritual, of course, because
Okay,
it seems to me this album, that this album, it's it's how the
it's
it's our main work for this day. Yes,
yeah,
our worldview,
yes,
and it's important to move on to other release from
yes,
the
of
read.
course. Yes, of course. And speaking about a little bit a topic that I care, of course, mostly, that is about spirituality. How much spirituality influenced your music and life, and of course, how do you express it apart music itself?
For us, spiritually, you know what? I'm not using the word spiritually because
Okay,
for me, yes, for me it's close our, it's something feelings when you move into
okay,
nature. Yes,
okay. It's like
we are
energies.
we are living. Yes, we are living. Our family it's very closed. we not have a lot of contacts with other people. We don't because it's you just uh,
Live,
live
just
in
stay with. Yes.
yes, we don't need it. We have the close we have the lot the people friends around us and our family. It's enough for us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
I mean, yes, I agree,
and
of
we
course.
realize our energy on our living concerts and on our music, on our
Yeah,
album. We making music. For us, it's enough. But the energy we took from the nature, of course, from the nature, we have the special place
wow.
not far from our home in the forest. It's
Yes.
a place. It's a sacred place. It's with totems of the spirits of this land, and
Amazing.
some days we visit this place to just to connect with
With
energy, with
them, yes, yes, to
yes,
feel
with
it.
some energy. But I think we
Just,
don't need especially totems because
yeah,
I can went to the river bank, just sitting and
yeah,
just feel
the
river.
energy. Yes, yes, I
Yes,
agree.
the energy, not just water, but river. For me, it's not just
Yeah,
water. Something,
exactly. I agree.
yes,
It's like,
it's energy.
yeah, it's not
And
just,
of course,
yeah,
the Siberia, it's a land the full of spirits, different spirits. The
yeah.
spirits, the every tree, every grass have their own spirit,
I
and
agree
lot
completely. Yes,
spirits keeper, and nature is full of life. We
we are all ones.
just need to understand it, and
Yes,
for people it's and just need to hear it. Yes,
yes,
like you say, the yoga practice. It's
yes,
you just sitting, relaxing, and feel
yeah.
like you
Belong. Yeah, you like exchange
stay
energy. Yeah.
change energy with the
Yes,
you just a part of this universe of
exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's
this.
why when you feel and hear, you have to let, for example, your body or your mind
Yes, yes,
following the flow, like the river, following the flows. If you
yes.
want
That's
just, yeah,
similar. Yes,
yeah,
that's similar. Because
yes,
I'm, uh, I'm very like the spend our days in the plains. Because here in
yeah,
Siberia we have the very big open space like
yeah,
plains, like in Mongolia.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have a lot of these
Amazing.
places, and you sit and very great sky from the horizon to horizon, and only sky and the plane
That's
and
beautiful. Yes,
like plate. So and it's something you it's something unreal feelings, and
yes, yes. It
it's really great. You just sit
so
in
we
the
can,
and you
yeah,
can accumulate
yeah,
energy
yeah,
from
the energy. So,
this.
so basically, we can say that, for example, nature itself is an influence to the music of Nitland as well. Speaking about influences, like I was saying,
Oh, so for us, influence not only musical, if not musical influences, as you, I think you understand, it's
yeah,
nature. Because for me, nature is a perfect composer. We just
yeah, exactly.
hear it and hear the beats, drums, hear the melodies, and
Everything is a sound in the nature,
yes.
even the
So
drops on the flower, on the leaf.
yes, yes, and
Everything.
we use it in our music. I'm took my recorder, small recorder, and I'm go to the nature and recording the sounds, the rhythmic sounds of
Yeah,
nature,
that's
and
amazing.
voices of winter, voices of the fire, and use it in
In the
music.
music. So
Oh,
it's
order it my
the purest influences, the purest influence, and as well the purest sound. Speaking about
yes, yes,
current project, there is some material that you're working on it, or as well some concert that you are planning to for the
Oh,
next months
about
or
concerts of planning, yes, we have some plans, but I cannot say unfortunately
okay,
right now
okay,
about it because every day,
it's
mm,
changing.
yes, unfortunately, the a lot of politics came
Yeah,
to the music industry, and
it's better. Yeah,
right now we don't know what will be tomorrow.
yeah, living day
Yes,
by day is the only things.
we can plan in something, but sometimes we not sure it will happen finally.
Yeah,
So we are working in studio. We are spending our time.
yeah,
We are just, and it's all.
yes,
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 we have some new songs. We have two new video clips. We
yeah. It
just
was amazing. Yeah,
yes, we just sitting and waiting
we
when
should
our
when it will
yes
be
when our
possible
label will take it for release. And but right now we're also working on
on
our
it.
new project. It's
Yes,
Arco.
I saw it and I found out
Yes,
yeah a few days ago and
and
it's
yes,
beautiful.
and today we start to filming shooting video for next single.
That's beautiful. This project, this new project, something that it's I don't know. I have no word to express it because I can't express in words for which meaning for me in Italand and the other
It's a,
project
it's a,
because
it's very close to Nitland.
yes,
But it's a little different. It's
uh,
only Siberian. It's only Siberian
wow.
tradition. Yes, it's only
So
Siberian.
it's main focus on the tradition of Siberia, the
It's
land.
only Siberian. Yes, yes. It's only Siberian, not
That's
other
beautiful.
cultures. It's only
That's
only
beautiful.
about our native, only about the culture of our land we
That's
live in.
beautiful. So it's interesting. Of course, I will put information for about this project to people to look for. And before ending the interview, being like say myself completely involved in nature, like we spoke in energy, spirituality, if you could give an advice to people out there that they are not completely connected sometimes with their inner self or with the nature itself, with energy, we can say what could you say, like why, like an advice to them to bring more them close to even nature itself, for example?
Yes, I think the people to be closer to nature, learn to listen and hear the nature,
Yes.
feel like the part of nature. No, we are not masters of nature. We are just small part of nature, and
Yeah.
it's all, not more. And we just must to learning to live with this understanding, and
Yes.
we
It's
just
true.
must to learning to live with harmony with nature, and so
Yes.
it will be enough. We don't need to especially seek something spiritually to
Yeah.
something. We
Exactly.
don't need, yes, we just need to harmony with nature, just
Yes.
sitting and starting to hear, and
Yeah. And
it's
feel it one. Yeah.
from day to day, you will hear it, you will
Yes.
feel it,
That's for
and
sure.
it's
Yes.
enough, nothing very special.
Yes, and of course, before any, if you just want to give just and greetings to Nitland fan out there, and this just and greetings to everyone is watching, will watch this interview.
uh, Read the books, of course.
Good
The
advice.
Yes, it's very important because we need
Yeah,
to train in our mind. Read the
exactly.
books.
We never
Read the
stop to
books.
learn.
Hearing the music's, trying to practice music, trying to practice the playing on the different traditional instruments,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
and
yes,
respect and love nature, of course, and the
that's
people
amazing.
who around you.
That's amazing. So thank you so much, Natalie, for this interview. For me, it's like they're really big because I train myself with your music when I do
Oh,
practice meditation and yoga. So for me, it's like really keep always doing your work. And to you and Natasha, I owe a lot. So thank you. Thank you so
okay.
much. And I hope one day to have the luck to meet you both because it would be really, I think, a great exchange of energies. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
looking forward to see your future works and hope that everything's go good for your family and all the situation that we're going to facing right now. So best wishes for everything.
Thank you very much. And best wishes to you from our family.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.